Launching grenade! I got your back! That's the rockets!
Fuck it! Hello, old friend.
What is going on, everybody? This is 10 Rules, all back once again with another Battlefield video. I know it has been a long time, it's been too long since I have graced your eyes and ears, I suppose, with my premium content. But we're going to be rectifying that here real soon. I'm going to get back into the swing of things with the YouTubes and the Twitch streaming and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm here again with you today because we just recently had the reveal for Battlefield Roman numeral 5, and there is a lot of exciting and interesting news that I would like to share with you. In the background, meanwhile, you're just going to see me dicking around in the campaign for Battlefield 1. It's not really important, that's not why you're here. So let's get down to it. The game will be set in World War II, to the surprise of almost nobody. It's supposed to be exploring some of the lesser known theaters of the war. The ones that you really don't ever get to see in gaming. And the one that seems to have caught my eye is Scandinavia. It's looking like it's a distinct possibility that we'll be exposed to some of that, so that's pretty cool. There will be a single-player campaign. Holy shit, I know. Contain your enthusiasm. It seems like most games these days don't include single-player campaigns for some dumb fuck reason. So in Battlefield 5, it will be known as single-player stories or war stories, depending on the source. Campaign appears to be pretty similar to that of Battlefield 1, in that the missions will focus on specific characters in specific theaters of the war. Also, the game will not be shipping with a Battle Royale mode. Depending on your preference, you may love or hate this revelation. Personally, I'm very happy about it. Not every game requires Battle Royale. Let the children play Battle Royale in Fortnite, Battlegrounds, and Black Ops 400,000, or whatever the fuck number they're up to now. With this in mind, an anonymous source has said that Battle Royale is not out of the realm of possibility, but that Battlefield Roman numeral 5 will probably not ship with this game mode. However, according to the official launch event, it will not include the game mode. Instead, developers are touting this new game mode that occurs within the Grand Operations mode, which more on that in a bit, called Last Stand, which is essentially just a sudden death match. As mentioned before, Operations is making its triumphant return from Battlefield 1, and is supposedly even bigger in Battlefield 5, where the mode is now titled, Grand Operations. The difference between normal operations and grand operations that I've been able to find is that in grand operations, an assault can last apparently up to 4 in-game days, causing some matches to last up to an hour. The objectives will be changing from day to day, so think of this as a mode that emulates kind of a war of attrition, or wearing the enemy down over a long period of time. Grand operations will also include an extra round for close games, which I have previously mentioned, called Last Stand. During the Last Stand round, players will fight and kill each other until there's only one man standing, and whichever team that man belongs to will be declared the victor. Battlefield Roman numeral 5 is also going to include a new co-op mode called Combined Arms. You will play in a squad of up to 4 players as paratroopers. You will be airdropped behind enemy lines, as you do as a paratrooper, and using stealth preferably. Although, boo, stealth, I prefer to just go in and blow shit up, but you know how I do. You will have to complete a set list of objectives. This mode's, again, being touted as a way to get more acclimated with Battlefield as a franchise, so it's clearly geared towards new players, but still seems pretty cool for some, just a new take on co-op. There have been some notable gameplay changes I wanted to outline to you as well. Your character appears to have more weight to its movement. The speed at which they move looks to be directly impacted by the terrain. So, for example, if you're running through deep water, you won't be able to move as easily if you're moving through shallow water. You can also slip and fall when running on wet rocks or mud, which this is really interesting to me because this isn't something that I've ever really experienced in a first-person shooter. So this is really a cool level of detail, and I'm really interested to see how it affects gameplay. You can also now seamlessly move through windows, break open doors. Reviving teammates has also been overhauled. After stabbing them with a syringe, you'll now have to actually lift them up off the ground afterward. If your ally is down during a gunfight, you could also choose to drag them out of harm's way before reviving them, which is huge to me, considering the way that people played, or rather didn't play, Medic in Battlefield 1. Also in that same vein now, anybody can actually revive a teammate if they're in your squad. It just takes a little bit longer if you're not a medic, and their health won't be restored up to 100%. The recoil has finally been fixed. I mean, in theory, from Battlefield 1. Gone are the days of random gun recoil. Now, in Battlefield Roman numeral 5, guns will have a more predictable recoil pattern. I prefer it this way, as I think it will play in the favor of the more experienced Battlefield players, because when I'm playing first-person shooter, I prefer there to be a large skill gap. I want to see the good players separate from the bad players. Like, I want to be able to tell. Also new to Battlefield 5 is the ability to build fortifications. And the ones that they specifically mentioned were foxholes, trenches, tank traps, barbed wire, and sandbags. You could also repair destroyed buildings to a certain extent, which I think is really cool. Battlefield has always been known for its destructibility, but now you'll have the option to sort of undo that, which I think is really interesting. It's now possible to move field artillery and anti-aircraft guns around the map, making both of them mobile, which will help combat the overpowered aircraft that we've had to deal with in previous iterations of this game. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, EA has announced that there will no longer be a premium pass, choosing to instead release major post-release content free of charge. I think this is amazing news. It offers so many benefits beyond the obvious of just getting free stuff, which we all love free stuff. But now, no longer will the Battlefield community be stupidly segregated between the haves and the have-nots. We'll have access to the new maps and game modes free of charge, similar to that of Titanfall 2 if you've ever played Titanfall 2. And speaking of premium content, gone are the days of pay-to-win microtransactions in Battlefield. Don't get me wrong, Battlefield Roman numeral 5 will still have microtransactions, but they're supposed to only be for cosmetic items for now. So I guess this could change in the future, but let's hope not. Fingers crossed. Battlefield Roman numeral 5 is coming out October 19th, 2018 for PS4, Xbox One, PC, you know the deal. It's available for pre-order now, of course, and if you buy the deluxe edition, you will get to play the game on the 16th of October. And if you're an EA Access subscriber, you will get to begin even earlier, starting on the 11th of October. Also, if you pre-order, you'll get the early access to the open beta, as well as other in-game benefits. We can surely expect more BF5 details to be announced at the EA Play event that they're having at this year's E3, especially since this will be the first chance that people will have to actually get their hands on the game and play it for themselves. This will be the first Battlefield that I will actually have played exclusively on PC, having just made the switch from console gaming to PC. So I'm super pumped to dive into this one, really kind of cut my teeth on it and earn my stripes as a PC player. As usual, I'll be doing a 24-hour live stream upon release of this game over on my Twitch channel, which, in case you weren't aware, is www.twitch.tv/10rulesall. I'll leave a link in my description to that as well. The date of my live stream, I'm leaning towards being the 19th, when everybody will have access to the game. And, you know, you can come hang out with me and watch me flail around helplessly and try to learn this game through exhaustion. But anyway, also want to remind you to follow me on Twitter if you'd like for more updates. I am at 10rulesall. We can talk Battlefield, we can talk gaming, you can troll me, I don't fucking care, just come at me. But anyway, I'm going to end the video there. I want to thank you all so much for watching and so much for sticking with me for this long. I promise you can expect more content as I get my equipment put back together. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed my content, subscribe if you really liked it, and thank you once again. I will see you all next time.